Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you some footage I recorded from a card show that my brother and I went to recently. Also going to be discussing card shows in general, my experiences with card shows this year, some of the positives of card shows, some of the negatives of card shows. I'm ready if you are. Let's dive into the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that footage. Definitely a junior cameraman to say the least, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Okay, so I'm going to be breaking down some of the positives and negatives that I've experienced from going to card shows this year. And I'll start with the positives. The first positive that I see from going to card shows is that you get to see some really cool cards up close and personal. As you saw from the video, there was a ton of high-end cards at this sports card show. There was a 1952 and 1953 Mickey Mantle. You had 1954 Hank Aaron's. You had a 1955 Jackie Robinson. You had a 1980 Topps Bird, Irving, and Magic Johnson. You had a 1986 Michael Jordan. You had plenty of Mahomes high-end cards. You had a 2009 Bowman Chrome Draft Mike Trout. I believe that was the highest value card there at $25,000. So a lot of good selection and just a wonderful opportunity. A lot of those cards you're not going to see at your local sports card store. You get to see some of the holy grails, if you will, of the hobby. In addition, you get to look at cards that you might be looking to pick up. For example, I've been looking to purchase a Patrick Mahomes card and was able to look at several of the options there, getting to hold the slabs in my hand, look at the different grades, look at the different options available. And I think that is a great opportunity that the card shows give you. While there's good photos of sports cards on eBay or whatnot, PWCC, there's nothing like holding a card in your hand and seeing if it's something that you would enjoy holding in your collection. One of the other major benefits I see to sports card shows is the connections you make and the information that you gain. I did not take a video of this. I wish I would have, but I've been very interested in HGA. HGA stands for Hybrid Grading Approach, and they are one of the new up-and-coming grading companies. There was a booth there, two gentlemen that had done a ton of HGA grading. I hadn't seen that many HGA slabs before. There were, I would say, conservatively between 150 to 200 slabs of HGA cards. Was able to talk to one of the guys running the booth about it and hear his experience was with HGA. And from what he had said, they've had good experiences, good turnaround time, good customer service. You know, that's information that you could find on the internet, but it's much more reliable talking to someone in person. Also was able to talk to several other people there about grading. What are their experiences with PSA or SGC? What are the values that they're seeing in the marketplace for a PSA slab versus a Beckett slab or an SGC or an HGA? That's information that I believe is best gained face to face. So we've talked about some of the positives of sports card shows. Let's talk now about some of the negatives. I've been to 3 sports card shows this year, a smaller one in Olathe, and then 2 larger ones, one in Lee Summit, the one that I recorded the videos of, and also a sports card show at Harrah's in North Kansas City. They all have one thing in common. The sports cards there are extremely overpriced. Now, I get why that is the case. The sports card marketplace is constantly evolving and constantly changing. News can come down that a player broke his leg and will be out for the season, i.e. Ronald Acuna Jr., and his cards can take a bit of a hit. Conversely, you can have a rookie get called up in baseball, go 3 for 4 with a home run and a couple of RBIs, and his prices just skyrocket. Often what I have found is the case is that people don't want to lose money. So at these sports card shows, they're setting their cards at a higher price than what they are going for in the market, just in case there's any major swings that occur, and then will potentially haggle with you to get down to market value. Now, I'm someone that doesn't do a ton of haggling. I am learning this in the sports card hobby. It's a very important skill to do. I have actually sold a card at a sports card show. I did at the Harrah's Casino card show. Was able to sell a card at I felt a very reasonable price for both me and the seller. Overall, however, there are times where I have seen especially Mahomes cards or Bobby Witt Jr. cards at sports card shows with prices of 2 to 3 times their market value on eBay, PWCC, another online retailer or seller. At that point, I don't really want to try and haggle with you or make an offer because there's just no point in it. You know, if you're starting that high above asking, how much haggling am I going to have to do to get you back to market value? That's something that I think sports card shows could improve on significantly. Again, as I laid out the reasons why they do it, I get it, I understand it, but I think there's got to be a better way of doing things, or at least getting your cards back down to a market level. And in fairness, it does depend the players. A lot of people here in Kansas City are Patrick Mahomes fans. A lot of them are collecting Bobby Witt Jr., believing he's going to do great things for the Kansas City Royals in 2022. So they know that there's a good chance that they can get away with a little bit higher price on these cards than you might be able to in, say, Tennessee or Kentucky or Louisiana, Arizona, a sports card show in California, etc. Now, having said all of that, I don't fault any one of those sellers from trying to get the maximum possible value out of the cards they're selling. You can sell me a cup of water for $55 if I'm willing to pay for it. We live in a free market economy, and unless you have a monopoly in place, which is typically not the case in sports cards, then feel free to try and sell your cards for whatever value you wish to put on them. I, as the buyer, can choose not to buy anything from you, which is what I did at the sports card shows. To me, there's better opportunities to purchase things online. That's what I've got for today, guys. In the comments, would love to hear your thoughts on sports card shows. Have you ever been to one? What was your experience there? Have you never been to a sports card show and really want to go to one? Love to hear your thoughts. As always, thank you so much for watching the videos. Enjoy all of your support, and I will catch you next time. Blessings.